it's Faith with ECRM. I am here with David Dorton, VP of Sales for Ritual Beverage Company. They just participated in our Spring Adult Beverage program that was last week. So I have David here. His product is so amazing. I personally tried it. Great zero proof cocktail. So just want to ask you a few questions. Have you talked to me about your company? So Ritual Beverage is a game changer in the marketplace, providing alcohol reduced spirits. Can you tell everybody a little bit about your company and how you guys got started?
Absolutely. Ritual Zero Proof started with one of our founders who was taking a break from drinking, looked around to the market and wanted a replacement for that nightly beverage. He couldn't find one, so he decided to start making one. And he started in the kitchen, chopping up peppers and things like that. Loved the idea of it. Took the idea to one of the other founders, David Crouch, and moved into the development of this product. It actually took about a year to develop, 500 iterations, and then in 2019 we launched with our whiskey and our gin. So it was kind of fun to develop the product and help them work on the product and then launch it as a direct one-to-one replacement for the spirit of your choice. So if you want an old fashioned, you can make a ritual old fashioned, or my favorite is the gin and tonic. It's really easy just to swap it out for a ritual gin and tonic.
So you also low carb, definitely diet friendly, low calorie. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, the thing we wanted to bring to the table was a great tasting product, something you could use in a cocktail that would replace the spirit that you normally have in the cocktail. What we didn't want to do is add a bunch of sugar and everything else. So this is actually low carb, low sugar, GMO free, just like all the other spirits out there. They're gluten free as well. So it fits in a lot of diets and a lot of plans. So when you're reducing the amount of liquor that you're having to drink, you're not adding a bunch of other things in your products. So for people that are looking for a little bit healthier lifestyle or a little bit more balance in their lifestyle, it doesn't add a lot to the drink and beverage except for a really good taste and a really good experience.
Oh, awesome. So tell me about your different spirit profiles that you guys have.
Absolutely. We actually have our whiskey and our gin is where we started. We have a few others in the works. Then in last year, in April of 2020, we launched our tequila, which is sitting here beside me. Our tequila alternative actually won Beverage Testing Institute's 2020 Non-Alc of the Year. We're really excited about that. And we're actually going to launch a new product in April of this year as well. So something we haven't quite talked about, but our big goal was to have something that's accessible, easy to use, and easy to understand. So we've kept it with the gin, the whiskey, the tequila. We probably won't ever have a massive line. We really want to make sure that the products are the best they possibly can. So we spend a lot of time in development.
So zero proof cocktails is a huge trend in the marketplace. Can you tell me a little bit about your successes this year and how you guys stand out?
Absolutely. So again, one of the ways we stand out in this game is the ease of use. You know how to use a gin to make a gin and tonic, then you know how to make a ritual gin and tonic. And that was really one of our biggest goals. Non-alcoholic cocktails are really growing for both home use and out at bars and restaurants. And as we kind of move past the COVID aspect and start to reopen the restaurants and things like that, I think people are going to look towards options that are low or no alcohol. So we continue to engage through programs like ECRM with chains and businesses around the country to make sure that when they do open back up and really kind of get rolling within dining in person, that they have the full range of options for people to really experience a quality trip to their favorite local eatery.
See, I think this is perfect. So hanging out with my friends at night, I might have had one too many and I want to still hang out with them. I could have something like Ritual Tequila Sunrise and still be able to drink with my friends and then not have to worry about the hangover the next day.
Absolutely. We always joke around that it makes the perfect third drink. So it's a situation where if you have one or two but you want to continue going, as soon as you switch to the water, it kind of slows down the night, kind of changes the vibe. You want to have a cocktail in your hands. You want to feel like you're part of the group. And this allows you to do it from the beginning of the night, all throughout the night, however you really choose. It's kind of one of those things that we're not really preachy about how you use the product. We just love when people are engaging with it and using it. So yeah, if you want to have one regular drink and then switch over to Ritual for the rest of the night, you have all the enjoyment of hanging out with your friends and being social and having that part, and not feeling left out in any way, shape, or form.
So what is your favorite out of all of your spirits? What is your favorite cocktail to make?
Honestly, I love to keep it simple. The gin and tonic, I typically use like a fever tree tonic or something like that. It just tastes almost like a gin and tonic I would make at home. And that's what I've always gone to. It's just the gin and tonic, and kept it really, really simple. There are a lot of people that will go a little bit more extensive and make, 5-10 touch cocktails. And it holds up really well in those cocktails. I'm just a little bit lazy when it comes to cocktails. So, 2 ingredients and a lime and I'm pretty much set.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you guys attended our ECRM Spring Virtual Adult Beverage program. That was last week. This was your first time participating. Can you tell everybody just a little bit about your experience with the program?
Absolutely. So pretty open to it when we came into the conversation. Obviously, we wanted it to be in person, but I think this shift was amazing. The programming was easy to use. The online version was easy to use. We were able to apply the custom presentations to everybody that as we were doing very easily. And it just made it really nice. Even down to, the 2-minute warning when we had to get off, and then the 30-second kind of cutoff notice. It made it one of those situations where everyone was aware of what was going on. Some of the other online platforms I've used have been very clunky or a little bit harder to navigate. This one was very simple to do so. And the connections that we made were great. Maybe not every single thing will work out for this time around, but we've made a lot of great connections that we're going to be following up on. And we expect to be doing business with some of these great people in the very near future.
Oh, that's great. So you guys did the planning session, which was the 20-minute option. Did you find that was enough time for you guys to present?
Yeah, actually, it gave us we tailored the presentation specifically to be in that time frame and then allow for questions and conversation. Our product's a little different. It's a little unique, and it's newer to the market. So there's not a lot of things that really kind of correlate with what it is. So we needed a little bit extra time to really present it in a way that made the category a little more fleshed out, and then allow people to ask questions and have a little bit of conversation about the product. So I think the 20-minute was a great introductory period. And sometimes a few of the meetings actually were 10-minute meetings, which worked out very well too. It gave us enough time to connect, present, and then know if we wanted to move forward. Us and the other partners who wanted to move forward.
Yeah. So with the preparation process, so we have a client success manager work with you ahead of time. How was your experience working with them in advance?
Yeah, they were great. She actually was very attentive and patient as we shifted all our business models around. Sometimes this wasn't always on the top of my list. She would always come back to me and make sure that it was on the top of my list, and that we walked through the kind of the meeting portfolio, and we tailored it to what we needed. There were a few things on there that didn't fit our current business model, so we adapted it very well, and we've replaced those with some great meetings. So the overall communication was fantastic. The follow-up was great, and again, once we got inside the system and we were actually using the system, it worked very well. Oh,
good. So super easy to use.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, cool. Well, we're super excited to have you guys back in August. So Ritual will be at our August on and off premise program that will be also hosted virtually. So we look forward to seeing you guys there.
Same. Thank you so much.
Thanks, David.